Gets a big run in the outside lane. Does Todd Gilliland with some drafting help from Stuart Friesen from the inside lane. Advances led by Randy Rhodes and his fourth teammate providing that drafting help. Stalls out of it. The inside lane advances once again, led by Ben Rhodes and Matt Crafton. Austin Hill, third trucking line on the bottom, side by side with Todd
Rhodes will restart second row on the inside. Crafton outside row number one, and for the moment, he has just the nose of the lead. And then number John Hunter. He's the lead down low. So you've got John Hunter there with drafting help from Ben Rhodes. Top side, that Crafton's going to get it from Sheldon Creed. Wheel to wheel, fully to three.
By side, so race to turn number three. John Hunter even check to the inside, drafting help from Rhodes. Outside is Crafton with helping, with drafting help, that is, from Sheldon Creed.
Restart at the end of the field, and knowing that they had a caution during the stage breaking long caution lanes here at Talladega Superspeedway.
That Steve Post is out of
We issued this time.
Here comes Sheldon Creed back to the outside lane, and once again, they're side by side for the race
Here they come through the banking of turns 1 and 2. Johnny Sauter glued to the double yellow line at the bottom of banking. Creed trying to shove it even lower. James Smith inside of row 2. Here comes Sheldon Creed with a full head of steam.
side-by-side racing begins. Creed out front. Here comes Tony Strong.
Banking of turn number one. Gilliland giving a pretty good shove to Austin Hill in that outside lane, and now it begins to pay dividends as they work off turn two to the backstretch. Austin Hill to the lead. Gilliland now for second.
You've got Ben Rosa got shoved off the track. He'll rejoin the field towards the tail end of the pack.
Gets back to the line, also keeping an eye on that third lane, which dissolves now, led by Derek Krause. He'll fade outside of the top 20. At the front, they're still side by side.
Early on, he's had not one but two different pit road penalties and has had to come from the tail end of the field a couple of different times. He's right now running on the inside of the front row.
They come out of turn number two. He is tucked in behind Austin Hill. He is the second truck on the inside. Brett Holmes continues to lead the outside lane, and at the tail end of this pack, that third lane is trying to get organized. Chandler Smith leading that, but now that dissolves.
Smith all by himself in the outside lane. Trucks like Carson Hocevar and Derek Krause go to his inside. At the point, it continues to be Austin Hill to the inside.
About third or fourth in line in the outside lane. Then you've got Stuart Friesen, who's in the 11th spot right now. Chandler Smith, Carson Hocevar,
outside lane has gotten organized, and at the front of the field, here's Grant Enfinger stepping out of line, looking for the race.
Wow. No.
It was like Grant Enfinger went up high, all the way up by the safety barrier, put a block on an attempt of an overtake. And simply did not get there in time. His truck is Austin Flagger 2. We're getting down to it now. Just 13 to go. Make it 12. Todd Gilliland, Miscraft, and Ben Rhodes, Sheldon Creed, they're up in one.
Front four get away just a bit at the drop of the green flag. No, that won't last though, as the remainder of the pack very quickly closes the gap. Front of the field, side by side, Gilliland down low.
Jump into the clean air in three.
The inside lane advances forward now with Todd Gilliland out front, but here comes the outside lane. Rallying back, led by Matt Crafton. He has drafting help from Sheldon Creed, topside.
It was deep there. Bottom side has the momentum off the triangle. Back to the lead by a bit.
The racetrack. He'll go back to the inside. Holmes leads the outside lane, which stalls out just a bit off turn four.
Here this afternoon at Talladega. Overtime at Talladega. Gilliland on the inside. Ben Rhodes on the outside, lining up right behind John Hunter, Nemechek, Chase Purdy. They're going to shove one another up the speed and up into the banking of turn number one.
Side by side into turn number one. Nobody able to get the advantage. Gilliland on the inside, Rhodes on the outside. Ben Rhodes by maybe a wheel up high. He's got some big time drafting help coming for Brett Holmes.
Push has come to shove at Talladega. They are locked together at the front of the field. Todd Gilliland down low. Up top, you've got a huge run coming. Ben Rhodes getting a shove from Brett Holmes. It's Ben Rhodes to the lead in three.
To the front of the field, Brett Holmes side by side with Gilliland for second. Now the outside lane stalls out. Here comes Gilliland back to the inside and back to the race lead off turn four with traffic help from Kyle.
Oh, they're about to junk it.
Side by side, down low on the inside, John Hunter Nemechek shoving the dickens out of Gilliland. Thank you very much, Todd Gilliland in the lead.
This is for all the marbles here for the tough trucks of NASCAR in Talladega. It's Todd Gilliland out in front.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Wow. Oh, is he in the wall? Maybe not.
Gilliland will lead to 3.
That road to the 3-wide battle. Outside low, Sheldon Creed, side by side.
That is your top 5. Let the headline read. Tate Fogelman,
Wow.
21-year-old driver
Tate
of North
Fogelman.
Carolina, has scored the win at Talladega. Let's go to pit road.
We're ready to go racing in the Sparks 300. They're in the Geico restart zone, and we are underway.
113 laps, 300 miles. Justin Allgaier is going to try to get away using the top side. Noah Gregson right behind him. Filling the inside hole down on the bottom of the racetrack. That's the 4 to Austin Cindric.
Low gainer, Justin Allgaier got away quickly at the drop of the green flag, elected not to drop down into the low groove, and now pays the price for it as Cindric drives underneath him in the issue takes the lead.
Not only did he drive underneath Allgaier, but he drove up in front of Allgaier. It's Austin Cindric leading the outside line, which leaves the inside left open for Josh Berry, A.J. Allmendinger, and others off the end of the backstretch.
Josh Berry running in the 3rd spot with the first car in line on the bottom. Now Cindric goes to the inside. He'll lead the bottom way around the racetrack off of turn 4 for the first time and goes side by side with Justin Allgaier.
Right now for running afoul of the pre-race inspection line.
The outside lane, that's where everybody's beginning to migrate. At least among the front 3 and 4. Justin Allgaier in 2nd. Noah Gregson in 3rd. Side by side with Josh Berry for that spot. Justin Allgaier, Daniel Hemrick, and A.J. Allmendinger. At the point,
Harrison to the outside. Jeff Burton working to the inside. That is the battle for 2nd.
Burton picking up track the help again from Cindric, begins to move forward. Sliding down across his nose is John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek will hold.
Bottom. He'll go to the middle portion of the racetrack, jump up in front of Jeff Burton in the outside. Nemechek back to the bottom. Nemechek back to the middle. Zigging and zagging their way down the backstretch. Oh, trouble, turn number 3. 2 cars hard into the outside wall. Hard contact as those cars, one of them being Sam Mayer, and the other one is up against the outside wall with extended wheels. Get locked together off the end of the back straightaway.
In the air, Riley Hurst is going to get a big time push from Austin Cindric. You've got Daniel Hemrick topside as well, working down to the inside. That's John Hunter Nemechek.
Right now, going from the sidelines to the outside at this time. They take advantage of it. Here's them just to settle in as we get to the
network with 5 colorful flag coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. It's been a good one. I think it's only going to get better. Justin Allgaier right now is out front over his teammate. Chevrolet battle at the front of the field. Outside lane, though, that's calling racing teammates beginning to stack up heading to the corner.
They're not making the progress they wanted to make, though, in that outside lane. Jeff Burton and Justin Haley. Haley, in fact, is going to jump down to the bottom of the racetrack and drive underneath his teammates. From the pack, here they come. Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier.
Brandon Brown gets up alongside with traffic help from Jordan Anderson. Brandon Brown goes to the
Here they come. Brandon Brown is going to take his turn now at the front of the field and begin to pull away.
Being the first of those cars to get the outside wall as they slide. Underneath the check. Also,
banking pounded the outside wall, putting us.
And here they come, up off turn number 4 for the final time. The pace car has the lead. Brandon Brown following right behind. Brandon Jones is behind as well. But it looks like the pace car is multiple laps down. So off turn number 4, we come to the checkered flag, this time by...
We can see the pace car driven by Kip
What a
Childress.
fantastic race this has been. It's going to be right down to the wire, side by side to the line. What a finish! Best finish of the year.
Here at Talladega.
Yeah. Woo!
Following that pink Chevrolet Camaro CL1 pace vehicle.
Busch has got the drafting help in the person of Chase Elliott. Elliott gives him a good, hard shove. He will shove Busch to the lead. Elliott, in fact, will take the number 2 spot. That shuffles Denny Hamlin back to 3rd in the outside lane.
Outside line, slow getting up to speed, but here it comes right now. It'll kick in with Denny Hamlin at the controls. He'll lead the outside line. And here's one driver stepping out all by himself. It's going to be Christopher Bell. He'll be 3 wide with no drafting help.
About the 10th spot. Bell goes backwards at the front of the field. His teammate out of the Joe Gibbs Racing stable in Kyle Busch, front 4 cars, all single file to the bottom of the racetrack.
For the first time, the driver will lead at the line, but here comes Joe Ilgano along with his teammate.
They are there now in the outside lane, led by Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano. Here's Kyle Busch leading the inside lane to the inside.
Behind him, but here comes that middle lane. Joey Logano just shoving Kevin Harvick to the end of the 3.
Just outside of the top 10, a 3rd lane beginning to develop, led by Martin Truex Jr. But it's that middle lane that goes to the front. Kevin Harvick tries to get out front, but can't get back.
Right now, it's early on, but he's got a good race car.
Strength again under the hood of that Wood Brothers Ford. Back to Benedetto. Kevin Harvick inside and out, battling for the lead. The outside 3rd lane beginning to percolate. Here comes Truex on the charge.
Mark Truex Jr.'s got a lot of company helping him get to the front in that outside line. 3 wide now for the lead. They are rolling up top. Bubba Wallace is shoving Truex back into the corner.
Weren't even close to the top 10 a lap ago. Now Truex trying to take the top spot from driving from Bubba Wallace. Also, close in that outside lane. Now the inside lane advances back to the front.
Harvick in the middle, Truex topside at the line, 3 wide.
Now we'll go back to the top of the leaderboard.
Side by side behind Harvick and back. Here comes the inside lane.
breaks through and now makes the paint glisten on all of these NASCAR Cup Series machines. We got 22 laps to go.
They're beginning to mix it up at the front of the pack. Denny Hamlin, the driver that had an issue on pit road last time, slid through his pit stall, is the new race leader after being shoved to the front by the Chevrolet of Austin Dillon. He's not quite done just yet, though. Everybody continuing to fight for the top spot. You've got Brad Keselowski in the outside lane, and that pilot machine of Christopher Busher right now is the finals
Number 2, we're back to green here at Talladega.
Joe Milligano is going to take the green flag with Denny Hamlin alongside. Right behind him, you've got Brad Keselowski. Chris Busher is right there.
Corey LaJoie, all the action's up front in a side-by-side race for third.
Ready for the outside of the line, and it's Ross Chastain inside of Denny Hamlin. That's the battle. Side-by-side racing from full on gas.
His brother did the same thing. Kurt Busch right now running at the very tail end of the field. In fact, he's working with Kyle Larson, who has those ongoing issues. Let's follow up on Kyle Larson. Before that, though, Kevin Harvick, Steve Post, made 2 stops under the caution flag. Why did he do that?
Harvick came down the first time we called him. He was out in the top 5. What happened is
Trouble turn 2. Kyle Larson has blown the right front tire.
that allowed all the air to escape. So a mistake on Kevin Harvick's pit stop by
Thundered by what just took place on the racetrack, because during the break,
They come to that Geico restart zone and back on the gas they go. And the yellow 500 is back underway after a quick 19-minute red flag. Being led by Justin Haley. He's got drafting help downstairs from Joey Logano.
Haley and Corey LaJoie nose to nose as they hit the 33-degree banking in turn number 1. Haley's got drafting help down low from Joey Logano. LaJoie's got help upside from Ryan Blaney.
Side by side they race to the Alabama gang super stretch. Inside line needs a little more drafting help. Here's a 3-wide line busting loose. Eric Almirola first to jump to the outside of the racetrack. He'll have some drafting help from Denny Hamlin. That's going on for about the 12th position on that.
Eric Almirola topside as well, but the inside lane will advance, led by Justin Haley. Then it's Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski. Time ready to the inside of the first car and the outside.
looking on Brad Keselowski, but another lane forming to the outside.
Kyle Larson has the damage. Clock now going away. Larson will continue to soldier on, albeit 3 laps down.
To settle in and find their manufacturers, find their teammates, and that's where you're seeing a lot of these guys shuffling through different lanes.
Hamlin is the race leader, but he's got company in his rear view mirror in the form of Aaron Jones. His Chevrolet was tucked up right now approach the outside lane. Trying to work both lanes of traffic, Matt, in turn 1.
Tim, I actually thought these guys were going to play nice. That doesn't appear to be the case. Let's drop some numbers on you. We had 85 laps on the books. We need 9 more to make it official. There's 103 to go. We have since the start of the Yellowwood 500. Your average speed has been 129.93, and that is also taking in 3 caution flags. This competition flag also count the red flag we had.
Denny Hamlin.
And they have hooked up in a big way. Denny Hamlin shoves Christopher Bell to the lead. Hamlin now will follow him through on the inside. It was side-by-side battle for that number 2 position.
Bell is out into the clean air all by himself, but here comes the outside line. It's led by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Chase Elliott is shoving in for all he's got. Here's Stenhouse and Elliott. They're linked up. Hamlin and Bell and Harvick all linked up downstairs.
Now the Chevrolets have hooked up tightly, and Dave and are beginning to fade just a touch.
They are, with the exception of the Chase Elliott machine that for the moment rides in second. Right off the back bumper of Ricky Stenhouse.
Hamlin has, let's talk about this.
Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski there. Denny Hamlin has already advanced into the next round. Christopher Bell right now is well below the cut line. If Denny Hamlin decides to hook up with his teammate and take him into victory lane, Bell would advance. More on that in a moment. Let's go down to Hannah Newhouse at the Care Center.
Tyler Reddick released from the infield care center. Tyler, what happened from your perspective, and are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Unfortunately, it ended our day earlier for Racing Chevrolet, but yeah, it was going to happen. You know, it's what we haven't got there yet. It's pacifying the speedway from my perspective, but really. You know, Ray never ended up getting here as it looked like he was going to yet, so kind of.
Bubba Wallace to the lead in turn number 2. Kurt Busch fights back on the bottom with help from Christopher Bell.
For Brad Keselowski, he's got to lead Bubba's back bumper, and that's going to allow Kurt Busch to close in down low. Bubba and Kurt Busch side by side. Keselowski and Bubba reconnect. Bubba back to the lead. Here's Kurt back to the bottom for the top spot.
Bubba Wallace in the outside lane. Help from Brad Keselowski on the inside. It is Kurt Busch out front land. Out the car lane over his drafting partner, Christopher Bell. Denny Hamlin also playing. Outside lane, just in front of Brad Keselowski.
Right now, Bubba to the lead. Brad goes to second. Joe to the outside.
Don't forget tucking in line. He fails out. He goes to the top of the racetrack. Unfortunately, he's all by himself for the moment. Ryan Preece is on the trail to try and find the incident.
Bubba's on the bottom. Now he looks wide. Now he'll pull his Toyota back to the bottom. Here comes Logano. Full head of steam right in the middle. Side by side from second on back. Oh, now Preece is racing on the inside wall. He'll collect William Byron. Matt DiBenedetto will be coming ball. As now flames build for the William Byron car. Everybody else will slam on the brakes behind them to avoid, but it gets triggered with yet another